We up in here. We're gonna give it a minute. Think I got a guest coming on. So we're gonna see if he can get up on here. I got the live going, so I'm about to see can is the homie able to join us. Bear with us, give us a minute, man. We trying to still trying to brush up on my skills on working with this stuff, man. Foster, what's up, loved one? The homie saying he trying to pick up and see how to get up in here. All right, Spruce. Good looking out, homie. Yeah, we trying to get the homie on here, man. From Swan, the young homie from Swan, the young GG homie from Swan on here, man. G Rock, what's up, homie? East Bay, what it do? Sus, what's happening with it, sus? Gang of people tapping in. I just sent the link to the homie. Cool Sense tapping in from Lancaster. What it do? Okay, all right. Let me call the homie and see what's going on, man. That Folgers. All right, the yeah, man. I'm trying to set this up, man. Salute to everybody that's tapping in. Okay, you just grabbed it. Okay, so I think we got the homie pulling up. Hey,
What's the deal, man?
What's the deal, homie?
What's the deal? Nah, nothing major, man. I finally got that motherfucker to figure it out, man.
Right, man. We still all new to this, homie. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know, we still trying to get it done without the gun, homie. So we still new to this.
Oh yeah, we figuring it out though. It's coming along. I've been seeing you. I was just
Exactly.
checking out all your new little content. So, motherfucker, really just trying to catch up, bro. You know, I ain't
Right.
been able to tap in. Life been lifing, as they say. So, motherfucker, been dealing with that, bro. Trying to, figure all this shit out, man.
Right. So what we picked up at last time, homie. Uh, I know you was in a halfway house,
Yes, sir.
and you just had finished doing some time, correct?
Yes, sir. That 15 piece.
You did a 15 piece.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just to run it back to there, homie. What's the difference before you went in to right now, homie, that you seeing on the street that was different before you went up in there to do that 15 piece, homie?
I mean, everything different. Just in general, I mean, I was at a whole different point in my life. Like now, I got responsibilities, bills, and all kind of shit going on. So that's one of the things that changed. And then the world is just different now. Kids is different. You feel me? You got the internet, and everything is different, bro. So it'd be hard to just pinpoint specific stuff. You would have to ask me about because
I'm
everything is different. Ain't nothing
okay.
the same, bro.
I'm gonna go into when you left. I know you were just fully turf orientated. You know, kind of
Yes,
that's what
sir.
led us to being in them places. So
Yes,
just
sir.
looking at the turf and the design of the turf and the new young
Yeah.
homies, homie. What can you say about this new generation of banging, homie, that's up under you?
I mean, everything gentrified now. So it's like the people that's like representing these communities ain't even really from them areas like that. So that's like one thing. And then you don't really see people hanging out like that in no community. To keep it real, like we just driving, like if you just was going through the city, you don't really see people like back then. Like people was outside. It was like we at such and such house or such and such yard, such and such apartment building. Ain't really none of that going on now. Like unless it's like a specific type of event going on, you don't really see people just hanging out. Like how you could just drive through the city and just see people out and about. Like even kids. Like keep it real. I don't even see kids outside playing. Like how when you was young, you know how you just be outside playing, running around playing tag, or you don't really see that type of stuff no more. It's like I want to like ghost town low key.
So every hood from what you've been seeing fresh out after that 15 piece, it's damn near like ghost town. People only hang out when it's necessary, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on. Cause when you be gone for a long time, you just miss where you from, bro. Like just the whole city of Los Angeles, like just in general, because they be having you in the boondocks. You be way in the woods somewhere. So a motherfucker like just getting to see buildings and all that type of shit different, bro. So just driving through the city, looking at what used to be right here, what used to be right here, and just looking at everything like, all right, just looking at but you don't really see the people like that. Like, you
Like
don't
it
really
used
see
to.
the people, bro. Yeah.
So a homie that was just, even though we was in our sick minds dealing with this hood thing, homie, what type of nerve or core do that strike you to get out after a 15 piece and see the hood ghost town, homie? Like, how do
I
that
mean,
make you feel?
it's really it's kind of be confusing because you be running to a gang of young people that's coming to jail that's still doing the same shit we was doing when we was young. So when they come into jail and the stories that they telling me, like it don't really matter. I'm like, what was y'all doing? What y'all doing? Like when you see it now, I'm like, hold on, man. These young niggas was just telling me they was doing this and that, and I don't see nobody where y'all was doing this at? Because you don't really see nobody. But I know everything changed. Because
Right, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, where was this shit going on? But it
Everybody
still
got a
be
story, but
yeah,
where did your story take place?
yeah. Cause I'm like, yeah, where is this shit going on? Because this shit is different. But that's one of the things I don't try to let my mind be stagnated because like you don't want to be stuck in the past, bro. Like
Yeah.
everything different now. Even the way how people make money is different now. Everything is different, bro. Like when I was young, I used to think I'd never have a job because that was like looked at as like some squares, nigga. Wasn't nobody working no job. Like that was like frowned upon. But now, you know, yeah, people got you better get out there and figure it out how you gonna make some type of money if you ain't got no hustle going. You better go be at somebody's job. So that's like a part of everything. Just changed, homie. Everything different.
Are you able to see the real homies from when homies like say when you was locked up on that 15 piece and you used to call the turf and some of us would say, hey man, give us a week or something, give us 2 weeks, man, I'll hit you on this date. Did you think that we was bullshitting, that it wasn't that rough out here till you finally get out here to really see
Nah,
what's
no, no.
really bumping, homie?
I see it now, right?
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah, yeah.
I be explaining this to the homies that I just left because I send a gang that like I don't really get to send money as much as I need to because I ain't got my feet all the way up under me. But I didn't touch a few homies with some dollars. You feel me? But I send more pictures than anything because that's like the cheapest I can do. And then to keep it real, like that mean more to people in prison. Well, I know it did to me. I cared more about pictures, but to keep it real, I didn't have to worry about food. Like I was blessed, bro. I had a family, a wife. Like I didn't really have to worry about where I was gonna get no meals from or nothing like that. So pictures meant more to me than anything in there. So with that being said, to answer your question, like when you got real responsibilities out here and you
Yeah.
paying bills, car notes, um, rent, electricity, water, power, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you got going on, like sometimes your money that you think you got, you don't be having. Like I just had to pay $300 to get my car serviced and something I had to get fixed on there. So a lot of stuff I thought I was gonna be able to do, I wasn't
You
able to
can't.
do. So in jail, your life and your situation don't change as much. Like you kind of like doing the same thing almost every day. It ain't really too many variables that can happen that can change how you gonna spend your money. Like
Do
out
you
here, something
go ahead?
I say out here, something can happen right now, and I might have to spend some money I thought I had for this, and might have to go somewhere else. So it's like it ain't necessarily, but a real homie gonna know your heart, bro. Like they gonna know your heart and know if you genuine. But I try to make sure I word everything correctly, like because you ain't nothing done until it's dead, bro. So I'm gonna try to see what's going on when I get paid, or I'm gonna try to this and that. Like you feel me? So I don't, because you always got to be a man of your word. So I try to like uh, uh word everything properly, so I ain't selling nobody no dreams or giving you a promise. Because once I say I did that, I mean I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I always say let me see, bro. But my intentions is pure. That's the type of shit I post on my page, like my Instagram. When I send my homies pictures or you feel me, stuff like that. I like posting that shit for multiple reasons to inspire other people to do that shit. And that's the type of shit I'm proud of because um, well, I'm blessed. Again I said I'm blessed because I have family from my hood and stuff like that. So they were sending me pictures, and I didn't really have to like. But homies looked out for me too, but I didn't have to like rely solely on them. Like I
Right.
had my family, and then I got family that's also was a part of this shit too. So it's like I was blessed in that regard as well.
Man, that's a good thing because everybody don't be blessed when we go do that time, man. A lot of us do it
Yeah.
ourselves and, might pick up a female or two that might fall off and come back. Something else I wanted to ask you, man. Do you feel discouraged sometime, homie? Like, you did that 15 piece, you get out here, things kind of tough. Do you ever find yourself like, man, if a nigga was in the pen, a nigga wouldn't even have to worry about that shit and this and that? Do you find your mind shifting or you kind of like focus on this is what it is, homie? Because I know a lot of homies that go through that
I mean,
transition.
nah, I do, and I see it right, and I be cautioning people that's on their way out here with the same thing because one thing I ain't never been a quitter, bro. I ain't never been a quitter, and like I said, all this shit new to me. I ain't never had these responsibilities like paying rent, gas, water, power, car, no order. I ain't never had none of these responsibilities, but everything in life, it's gonna be struggles and it's gonna be a problem, bro. So going through life, I'd rather deal with these problems out here than deal with the problems that's in there because it's the same type of problems. For example, like dealing with death. that's another thing that send a lot of people back on the deep end because they don't deal with death properly and they let that be the excuse to start not thinking or not handling their business the right way, and then you be on your way back to jail. But in jail, people are not gonna stop dying, bro. So if you, it's better to be out here dealing with where you can be around people that you love and people that love you than be in jail and you can't do nothing but be in your thoughts inside the cell. So I embrace the struggles out here. Like I'd rather deal with these problems out here than be dealing with the problems in there.
All right. Hey, I respect that right there, homie. For those that's just tuning in, tapping in, could you tell us what community-based area you come from, homie? When you was doing your thing in the field, what's your
East Side,
upbringing?
California, man. East Side, California, 83rd and Avalon, man. That's in the Swans, man.
Right, right, right. Uh, do you feel like the homies is deeper in the hood after you left that fit from doing the 15? Do you feel like your turf then got deeper than normally, homie? That a hood it
Yeah,
used to be deep back in the
yeah.
day and shit?
Nah, most definitely. It's a lot of people that's like that's around, but I don't know where they came. Like I don't know where they got all these people from because I don't see none of the I don't see none of these people. So it's like it's a lot of people with it. Like where they come from.
Right,
Like and not even to be funny, not even to be funny, but let's just say if it's 300 people from NHP, but you go to the NHPs and you only see 5 people, like where is these other 295 people at? You feel me? So that's
right,
the
right,
part that's like kind of crazy to me too. But like I said, everything changed, bro. And I don't
right.
try to get caught up like because the gang of that shit don't matter at the end of the day. Who's standing on the street corner? You feel me? So, but it's just be when you coming out here and you just came out here, you be trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
man, where all this shit that these people was telling me when I was in jail? They was telling me all this shit. Where all
But
this shit happened
yeah,
at? Like, yeah, it's like mind blowing. Like, hold on, bro.
yeah, we
I seen
still
a
gotta
picture.
get the
I had some pictures when it was like 50 y'all on a picture. Like, what day was that? This was supposed to be like a regular day. So where that type of stuff happen at? But
yeah,
you
dude.
know,
Where was the influence you feel? Because I know you a generation under me, homie. Where did the influence of us getting deep come from? Because I remember back in the days coming up, hood, you
the
knew what
media.
hood had numbers,
Media.
homie,
It was the
compared to
media
like right
and the
now.
media, bro. Music and the media. Like you feel me? That's just simple and put. Like that's why when
You
I
say
make
the
my
music,
music,
what type of music or who you think influenced the B car to get so deep?
I mean, all the prominent rappers that came out, we know and it's bigger than just these specific people. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I'm explaining deeper than that
right,
because a lot of people like music got power, bro.
right,
Music it can influence a lot of people because you got to think some people the majority of their day all they doing is listening to music. So I look at a lot of people because you got some people that talk bad when people quote stuff from rap lyrics. Like, oh, you one of them people that be running around quoting rappers, but these people is like philosophers, bro. A lot of people they didn't got their whole style from or the whole they morals, values, and principles from a dude that they ain't ever even met as rappers. You feel me? And then they
right,
didn't turn these dudes like pop culture. They didn't turn these people into celebrities where they like bigger than life. Like everywhere you turn. So a lot of these people can be like like the borderlines. I'm gonna say like growing up in your community, you all know what other communities is next to y'all. So you might have
right,
somebody that stay on the borderline where he could be either side because he got this rapper that's always talking about this. He more so he think that's cool, so he gonna lean to that side more. You feel me? When far as the homies, that was never part of or our makeup because you never heard no homies on the radio. That it didn't get no mainstream. You had like the relatives and stuff like that, but these was regular people that you seen every day. These is like regular people that we had circulating amongst us. You didn't drive down the street and hear them on Power 106 or nothing like that. So it
right.
wasn't like these the people that was influenced, but they made it mainstream. Like when the game came out and Lil Wayne started doing all that, that's when everything shifted. You feel me? So it's like everything changed, bro. And it's
Basically, not to cut you off, Lil Wayne, them dudes like that, they influence the beat basically. They influence the beat to have a growth.
they didn't really influence. I ain't gonna say they influenced the beat. They influenced the
All right.
kids because the kids is the and the kids came and basically like indirectly, you could say they indirectly influenced it, but like it's more so you influence the kids, and this where it grew from because you can't music got power, bro, but you still gotta have the people. That's like if somebody is the president, you the president of what? You the president of the people. So you gotta the people is the people that put people in power, you feel me? So you can't even necessarily blame music, but it's sad at the end of the day because and I'm
Yeah.
not just saying this in general because you got people like let's say for example, I seen a dude what's his name? Oh, 051 Kill, he a rapper, right? He just got out of jail from doing 10 years, but he still live in Chicago. So, they make a lot of music. They like kind of like how Banging on Wax used to be. They dissing each
Mhm.
other and all this type of stuff. But he still live in Chicago. And he was saying like he don't really feel how people that don't live in Chicago no more be making all this gangster music, dissing people hoods and doing all this stuff because you don't even live out here no more. So I'm just saying on the influence, you got people getting killed behind these songs, bro. And these is people that don't even live in these communities, don't even go to these communities no more. So it's sad in regards to like it's influencing people to do negative things, but it's not impacting them. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? Like so it's
Right.
kind of like, but to be like I always say, and it might just be my own personal opinion. I ain't never got influenced by no music, bro. I ain't never got in always listening to music, like even when I was young, how I was living like my lifestyle, bro. So I ain't never been influenced by no music, like you feel me. But now you got people that's literally influenced by music, like you ain't even like no gangster or wasn't even raised like that, like but you start doing all this stuff because you heard somebody else talking about that. It's like you think this cool. Like this is serious. All this stuff is serious. People lose their life and go to jail. This is like a serious thing that people is doing, but people didn't turn to where it's like like it's like fun and games type shit.
Hey,
Like
hey, I
to
got a good
be
question for you, homie. Okay, like you saying, these other rappers, Chicago rappers, talking about dudes that's not really from Chicago or really in the field. They making all this music about busing and destruction, and they'll go somewhere else and parlay, and the streets will kick up chaos behind this. Do you think because of these dudes with these rap names and these rap crews, just say it was Banging on Wax took off, where it wasn't nothing but blood music, crip music, would you think it'd be so influential to people like these other rappers is right now if we just would have spun off and kept going to where
nah
it was crazy with it,
nah
huh?
it, nah it was, but the only thing now is the difference is like I was watching the interview and it'd be crazy when you listen to young people because everybody that's young, they think this like the first time everything ever happened. So like one of the dudes from Chicago, another dude he was talking about like how they this ain't the first time it happened. We had Banging on Wax and all that, but it's different now because they wasn't promoting that. Like nobody, like none of these major labels or nobody was promoting that. So you wasn't seeing this on TV on like the mainstream channels, but now they in the mainstream. So it's influential. Like when the like Los Angeles, California, like the West Coast had the influence, it wasn't acceptable. So you had people like Snoop Dogg and Mac 10, the people that was more commercial. Like they wasn't going into like detail grimy with it because it was like more the commercial. That's the what was acceptable to sell back then. So now, like they got the influence and you even how people talk, bro. But that's a part of life. I don't even get caught up on that because a lot of people be sounding like haters.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you would
yeah.
run into older people and they be like hating on people from Chicago or hating on people from down south because people using a lingo or but they was everybody was just using our lingo, bro, in the 90s and shit like that. So it's just everybody get a turn, bro. It all go around, bro.
Circulate.
Yeah.
So with this influence of being deep, that's probably what watered down the beef for the younger generations and shit.
Oh, it's always anytime, bro. Because it's quality over quantity, right? And then not even just that. The further you get from the original, like even people that's your age,
Yeah,
I didn't heard people saying like it was watered down when people that's my age came around. You feel me? So it's always and the people that's Your age, the people who was originally doing it was probably saying, "Oh, this shit watered down now," because they was around when it was more pure. So
Right.
it's always in its purest form, homie. It's gonna be more. It's less tainted, bro. So you know everything happened. But like I said, that's one thing I don't try to get stuck in the past, bro, because you can get stuck in the past and then it only hurt yourself. Like you telling somebody else how watered down this generation, that ain't gonna help you. Like that's not gonna help you. Like
Yeah.
you ain't only gonna hurt yourself because not only is you wasting time by giving it so much time and energy, you also is turning the youth against you. And everybody need each other, bro. Like the only way people gonna get better, the youth need the older people for guidance, bro, and history, bro. And the older people need the youth to stay up to date and current and know what's really going on, bro. So they
So
can stay relevant, bro.
what type of people do the youth respect, homie? You know,
I
because I
mean,
know, you know, in my
this one thing I
day,
learned, right?
yeah,
Not
go
to
ahead.
cut you off, not to cut off your
No, go
wisdom.
ahead.
Like when you don't be so judgmental, like they be quick to like they gravitate you towards you more because in their mind they already know that people judging them like, oh, they look at us as like watered down, or they look at us this certain type of way. You can't teach nobody when you constantly talking down to them and telling them how weak they is or how watered down. And you can't teach how you gonna teach somebody something when you telling them everything they doing is bad just because they here
Right,
because
right.
they really don't know no better. But you telling them, oh, you watered down just because you young, you was born at this time. You can't teach nobody like that. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody that's telling me, oh, you whack just because you feel me like so you can't really teach nobody, but you got to be able to get their ear first. So if you can't get their ear, bro, how you going how y'all gonna learn from each other? Because a lot of people think when they get to a certain age they can't learn that no more. You can learn from the young people.
For real. So I'm saying, getting in a young homeboy ear is totally different from my era and your era. You saying now?
It is, and then you gotta like conversation rule the nation, bro. So you gotta pay attention to the wordplay and all that. Like for example, a lot of young people they feel less than they ain't gonna call you big homie, but they'll call you big bro though. But if you think about it, what's better being called big bro or big homie? Because big bro, you saying big brother like we family, you feel me? But it's really the same thing in actuality, but it's just a bad connotation from saying big homie because that's looked at as a person that's trying to oppress me. But if they calling you big bro, they basically acknowledging that you my big homie. But I ain't finna let you oppress me, bro. Like I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want, so I don't know if you one of them older dudes that's come around and push your foot down and just let me know that you above me. You feel me? But I'm acknowledging that you above me, but I don't want to use that term that y'all familiar with because that meant something way different. Like basically, I gotta bow down to you. So it's just like you gotta know the language, bro, to relate to them, bro. Even if you don't use the language, you gotta know the language.
But see, we from that old fashioned where we still kind of learning, even with our kids and stuff like that. And it's like the big bro now that you break it down because you the generation up under me. I can relate to. They say, okay, yeah, big bro is just it's a different franchise term of a big homie because they don't want, like you said, they don't want to feel impressed. But then you get some old timers like myself and certain other homies, and we like, homie, these are the rules, homie. We still feel like these the rules. Don't
Nah,
join,
you
homie.
gotta know.
If
You
you not
gotta
really
you.
finna still stick to the guidelines, like if you want to say these is new words, like when we was young coming up with different stuff, the big homies asked us, what did we mean? What that mean, homie? We had to explain what we mean, homie. That's like when in the 90s, early 90s, I was young and the homies pulled up on me from villain, but the villains always used to be in our hood. And I went like this, homie, for a P and a V. But the homies didn't know what that was, homie, because it was new for people still
Yeah,
to be making different little gang signs, homie. And the homie was like, man, you gotta watch certain stuff like that because other homies that come through, like you gotta like explain, homie, these rules. That's like if I come and the homie thinking I'm trying to push a line, I gotta explain like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm just telling you like that. That's
but
how we be doing it from the young
that come
homies,
with
homie.
being genuine. That come with being genuine too, though, because like and that all go back to people don't even be knowing each other. Like when you really know somebody, you're not gonna be offended by certain stuff that somebody else would be offended by because I know you. That's like saying if I'm talking to you and I know you a loud person and you getting loud, it ain't even nothing aggressive or hostile towards me. You just a loud person. Somebody else that's walking by might be like, damn, why he getting at him like that? But
Right,
I
right,
know you. I know you.
right.
I know that's just you. You a loud person. But you gotta know each other, bro. And when you don't know each other, everything can be misconstrued and it could be miscommunication, bro, because people don't know each other. But as a person that's a leader, you gotta take it upon yourself. You gotta go out your way. Anybody that call themselves a leader, you gotta be the person that extend your hand first. You can't be waiting on them. They kids, they young. So
Right.
I'm supposed to be waiting for you to come try to get some knowledge from me. That ain't how it go. That ain't how it go, bro.
Yeah, you right, homie. Do you see it's a split in the hood because of that? Like, certain like the young homies got their own crews and certain generations got their own crews. Do you see it like that, homie?
It's more about popularity now because back then, like if you were solid, that was the thing that made people like want to like embrace you like being solid. Like now you don't even got to be solid. You could be somebody that ain't solid, but you like a popular person. You know how to dress good. You got money. You know how to like. You got a lot of clothes. You know how to do good TikTok videos and stuff like that. You like funny.
Yeah, yeah,
None
yeah.
of that mattered. None of that mattered if you wasn't solid. Like, or you had a solid homie, but he ain't really got no personality, so everybody respect him. But the person everybody want to be around, they want to be him because he's solid, but he's funny. It's the homie that's funny. That's when that type of stuff matter. But now you don't even got to be solid. You can just be, I got jokes, and everybody like Western End, but I'm a sucker. But everybody shit Western End. A lot of people, like I said, they don't know no better. So a lot of people, the majority of people is followers, bro. So
Right.
the followers, being a follower ain't a bad thing. You don't have no choice. A follower
If you ain't
cannot
got
be
no good person you following,
exactly. Then that's when it's gonna be all bad. Cause these same followers, that's why it be up and down. Everybody could be active, turned up, and Western ain't. Then when the leadership go down, they gonna be back Western because the leadership gone. So now they running around following other people. But if you were if the if a lot of these dudes don't know no better, bro. So I don't even try to be like it's frustrating, but I don't try to be too hard on them because the gang of people really don't know no better, bro. Now when you
right?
know better, that's where the teaching come in at. When you know better and you don't do better, then that's when I gotta go ahead and wash my hands, bro. I can't even give you none of the knowledge because you don't even deserve it. You the
Hey,
type of person that use the
I got
knowledge and
another one.
manipulate people. Yeah.
Right. I got another good one I think for you, man. I know 15 years ago, this wasn't really popular or trending, but now it's kind of trending where Bloods will be having Crips in their hoods a little bit or functioning with them, and the Crips
Yeah.
be kind of functioning with us and letting us come to their zones. Do you think that's a jazzy look, homie? Do you think that's safe? Do you think that's cool, homie? Because if I look, that's like
I
my
don't,
homeboy.
right?
Before I let you answer, I want to say this real fast. Just my homeboy used to say, sometime if you ain't got your stuff together, it ain't really good to ally up with a hood next door to you, even if they homies, because if you ain't really got your stuff all the way up to par, homie, and something happen, we start being judgmental on each other, homie. And that's how we, homies will start tripping on each other, or enemies will start taking your hood. If you, when we was young and you couldn't hold up the responsibility of stuff by allying up with people. So I'm gonna let you go in with that.
Most school things, right? Me personally, I'm all the way against that just based on that's how I was raised. That's where I'm from. Now, two sides of it. You can't be mad at somebody for wanting peace in their life, right? But to want peace in your life, you might as well go ahead and bag all the way up and don't even associate with nothing negative because you pushing peace and you want to do that. The reason why I'm against it for multiple different reasons on different angles. Like if you my homie, right? I'm not gonna be hanging with people. I'm talking about like I got love for you. I'm not gonna be hanging with people that want to kill you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be hanging with people that don't like you. This is where
right.
the confusion come in at because you might have it's too many double side jerseys, bro. People playing both sides. Like so that to me that tell me that people is for sale and it's not genuine. Like how could you really call me your homie, but then you over here with people that's disrespecting me, and like that, it don't make sense to me, bro. Like it don't, and you know who I'm talking about. Like you got
Are they
certain
good
homies that
with
like,
us,
yeah,
but
bro,
don't get
yeah,
along with this other set right here?
yeah, you
Right.
gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side, bro, because that's fake. That's fake to me, bro. Being fake ain't nothing never that's cool, bro. That ain't nothing cool about that. And it create confusion because I don't like you no more when I see you do that. But these people don't even take it serious because if I see you with somebody that got a problem with me, that disrespect me, that want to kill me or want to do something to me like that, and I see you with them, you just like them to me. I don't like you no more, bro. I don't like you no more. Cause I don't like you no more. But people don't even feel offended now. Like it become so much of the norm. It's like, oh, that's just how it is. Like they just can't accept it. I'm never gonna accept nobody that's fucking with people that don't got my best interest at heart, bro. Cause you don't got my best interest at heart once you start being with those people, bro. How can I call you my homie, but I hang with people that don't like you, or hang
And
with
that's
people that
the,
got ill
that's
intent
the
towards you?
both sides for us not to be biased for the Crips and the Bloods because
I
it
mean,
just
but but to keep it clean, they should been divided. They got more than we all together. Like you feel me? Our community always been one, so we didn't have. They already divided up amongst each other. So that ain't my business. I don't even want to talk about them because that ain't my business. But if they
right.
already divided up, they can stay divided up. I don't even care what they doing. But we don't need to bring no division amongst us, bro. We need to build and try to figure out how we gonna get past this next little stage because all the only reason why it's even able to do that shit because they letting you know this the times letting you know that the shit is over with for us on how we knew it and what was going on. So if we gonna build and get to the next stage of what we gonna take the community to, we gotta figure that out amongst ourselves. We can't be having division. I'm over here hanging with the people that don't like the homies over here. And then we can't how we gonna elevate, bro, when everybody got animosity.
How do we stop that as homies, as being older
I
homies and
mean,
different homies?
as just being a man, bro, I'll always tell people
We
this.
tell the little homies that
Man,
ain't cool or what?
I just told my young homies this. Um, I I told my young homies this. Like basically, this is the reason why I don't associate because that's a security breach, bro. Like you feel me? Like when you older and you at a different stage in your life, you might not be on what they on, but these young dudes that's up and coming, they're still that's a you a point to them, bro. So y'all got these dudes over here or these females over here that's from these different areas and they sharing locations and doing all that type of stuff, bro. You putting my life at risk. And not only have you put my life at risk, you disrespecting everybody that died for this shit, bro. Like so it's like me, I can't do no fake kicking it, bro. I can't do no fake kicking it. I don't got no at one point everybody wanted to be real, like wanted to be solid. So it's like that double side jersey just killed me, bro. Like I don't like nobody that 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 hang with people I don't like, bro. I don't like you no more. And I can't fake kick it with you. I can't look past that like, oh, you still cool. You just be doing that bullshit. Nah, bro, I don't like you no more. I don't want to be around you no more. Why would I want to be around somebody that's you feel me? But that's why I was saying they don't know no better. They really look at that like that's acceptable behavior, bro. Like that's acceptable behavior, bro. That's how
What
they
do
really look
we
at it.
come in and tell them about this behavior, homie, or do we just
I
leave it
mean, it's
alone?
a story. This a story right here. Just having a conversation because ain't nobody never This ain't really been something that been talked about. But it's and I don't even want to make it seem like
But we
some
just
game.
venting on how we
I'm
feel
yeah,
for
you know
the
what I'm saying. I don't want to make it seem like some game shit because just as a man, as a human being in general, you can't be mad at nobody that want peace in their life, bro.
yeah,
But
on them.
I feel like it's more respectable.
If you
Like
separate yourself.
separate yourself, bro. Just say I'm cool on all that type of shit because I want to be, and it's what I always used to tell young people. Like, 'cause you know how you had the dudes that was like they was already like in the streets, but they just wasn't part of no gang. Like they was always like hustlers and doing all this type of stuff, but they was able to go all kind of places. And I used to be telling them like, look, bro, you don't want to start doing this because how you be over here and people know you and they be like giving you a pass because they know you just a little hustler and you be trying to make your money, go over here, go over there. Once you start doing this, you're not gonna be able to go to all these places you be going to.
Yeah,
So
your places get limited.
exactly. So and you got a few people that took that advice and ran with it, bro, and became like all just about their money, being able to deal with all the people that they want to deal with. But you got to make a decision just as a man, bro, because I don't want to be a part of that that's watered down. Just keeping the G, bro.
So I know when you was locked up and stuff, man, what was some of your passions you was doing up in there, homie? What was some of your passions that you, when you got out, you was trying to execute and has been executing?
Man, my main thing, bro, lifting weights. I love lifting weights, bro. So that's like the main thing. I be in that gym at least. I go to the gym in there every day. I just slow down on lifting weights. As they say, it ain't really to get your progress going. You don't need to be just lifting every day like that. But that's the thing that I used to think about a lot, bro. Because why I fell in love with that lifting weights. So that was like one of my passions. But drawing, music. That's how I started doing music in prison. I started doing music. I've been in the music all my life. But I started doing music, drawing. But the music, that's why I started all my songs, bro. I released. The song I got with the homie Bonton G Uno, that's the
Right.
first song that I released that I recorded from the streets. I got other songs that I recorded since I've been out here, but all these videos, I recorded all them on cell phones. Besides that song, I recorded that on a cell phone in prison.
So what year you went to YA? You say you started writing and like really grabbing that passion of writing music in YA. What year was that,
I wasn't
probably?
really I went to YA in 2004, but I wasn't really writing music. I wasn't really writing music in YA like in prison. That's when I started really well in the case. A lot of homies, bro, if you've been in jail with me, they'll know me to like play around and do that shit. But I never tried to take that shit serious. I never tried to in the county, how the homies would be in there beating on the thing, rapping.
Right.
I didn't do it. But when I just being a realist in my mind, I used to be like, bro, I got 15 years to do, bro. I'm finna be too old to rap. So I started seeing other people, they bubbling, they rapping, recording, releasing, making money, doing it like it's working out for them. And then to keep it all the way G, the homie put the battery all the way in my back. The homie Big Hit from Pasadena. This bro out there, I don't know if you follow bro on Instagram, bro in his 50s. Out here
Right.
booming, yeah, young man, booming. Don't sound outdated or nothing. Out here booming, fucking with all the homies, making this shit look good, bro, and really like fucking with the homies, like on some positive type shit, like looking out for the homies, bro. And I don't know negative type shit, because a lot of people take this shit and turn it like helping people, bro, and putting people on. A lot of people forget about all that shit. I was in jail with you, and I'm in a better position. Nigga, I ain't fucking with you. I'm gonna go ahead.
Right.
He really helping people, and bro, in his 50s, bro, early 50s, making this shit look good. Ain't missed a beat. And he said he was gonna do it. Like he said he was gonna do it.
That's right.
But
That's right.
so
Yeah.
that motivated me. You feel me? I started putting that shit out in jail. Then a lot of people, because I didn't got discouraged a few times with the music, but a lot of homies, bro, like they like nah, bro, keep on like keep doing the music, bro, like keep that shit going, bro. Like a lot of homies, I'm talking about that I got love for. Like they like, man, I listen to your shit. And that shit be like, that shit, it make me feel good. I ain't gonna lie, cause that's what I do it for. To keep it real, like I make my music for the homies. Anybody else that want to listen to it or take a liking to it, that's like an extra bonus. But nigga, I do this shit for the homies, bro.
You think you got something you can probably bless us with, homie?
Um, I had the West name I was gonna do. It got late though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I won't be in here making hella music. We probably could run it back another little. I wish
Right.
I could have a little share screen shit and I could play the video because I sure want everybody to tap in to
Right.
my newest little shit with the homie Bonton G Uno from Trees and shit.
Right. So yeah, man, we want you to get up on here, homie.
Yeah, nah, we gonna do it most
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
bro. We gonna
Send
have
us
to.
out
We gonna have
something
to.
one day.
I'm just
Yeah.
glad. I'm just glad you had me though, because this was my first and this was my first interview going back to when I was in the halfway house. So we didn't came full
Exactly,
circle
homie.
and
Exactly.
bring it all the way back around, bro.
Right. This what I would like, homie, because a couple young dudes, they had gave me like a whole, like they wanted to hear your whole life on, how did you make it through the juvenile hall system, the YA,
Yeah,
to the
I'll do
penitentiary.
that too.
So I
I
want
got
to know,
all the stories.
yeah, yeah, I want to know, can you just base a whole segment for the youngsters to know how it was for you, homie,
Oh yeah,
from a kid, from the squabbling, from all that to now so they
Nah,
can feel the struggle of it. You know what I'm saying? I
nah, I
understand,
most definitely
you
do
know,
that,
the
right?
positive and the
Yeah,
progression we made, but a lot
yeah,
of
nah,
youth,
for sure, nah,
they need
for
to hear
sure, I'll
that
do that.
struggle to see how you matured and your attitude is. They need to hear what made us develop to who we are right now. Even though we tatted down, they see all this, but what they see, they don't see what's up inside of here all the time, homie.
Nah,
What
I love
progress?
to do that because that's another way how a motherfucker relate to the youth. Like you be having a lot of people that you want to try to teach them or try to, but you ain't been through nothing they been through. So when you can break them stories down, I don't never be on here just because some people be doing too much. But when the stuff I can tell you, I'm gonna be able to tell you. But it's to relate to the youth. It ain't to glorify this shit or I want
No,
somebody to look at me like I'm a gangster. It's to relate to the youth, so I
yeah.
can be able to. The people that do want to learn something or do want to Western, I could be able to teach them or reach out to them because yeah.
And that's why I feel that step by step process from the juvenile halls to all that, that's an educational learning process right there, homie. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Cause
yeah, most definitely.
like you said, you was blessed to have family. So
Yes,
just
sir.
imagine you a young dude with no family and you hit these spots. They need to know the tragic behind that, homie, of going to these spots because you seen people didn't was blessed and not had no family. You probably had
Nah, a
to
lot of
take care of some homies that didn't have nothing. So dudes
nah, a
need
lot
to
of
hear these
and
stories. You know
it's
what I'm
crazy
saying?
that you say that, right? Because one of my main things, bro, like, and it's different because who I was raised around and what homies was around me, bro. Like that was without a scene. Like it was just like that. Like, bro, these is the homies and this we I really love I was a report. I love this shit, bro. I love my homies. If I call you my homie, that's why people always make it seem like, oh yeah, he's still on some super gang bang. It ain't that, but I'm not gonna be a part of something and be wearing a double side jersey. I want to be a part of this. When you want to be a part of something, bro, this the only you could call it brotherhood or whatever you want to call it, where you could be five different things, bro. If you gonna be over here being doing this, whatever it is, you can't go be, oh, I'm in the army, but then I want to go be in the Switzerland army, or I want to go be fucking with Russia. Them is you feel me? It ain't about you got to be solid within your own community. And when I Western, how I'm gonna say I love you, but I'm against everything that you with, bro. Even Western, even when people trying to do positive shit in their life, nigga, I always used to be trying to support homies, bro. Like, you got some homies that be going through so many phases
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
not having families, or it's
Right.
bro, you got bro, homie, I'm bro. That shit get deep. We gonna do a whole Western name because it been
Yeah,
homies,
yeah, that's
bro.
what I'm saying, homie.
We gonna do a
I
whole
gotta get that from you, homie, because it won't be complete if you don't send it. Because you that
nah,
generation up
most
on
definitely.
me that still can touch. You know, the younger homies that look at you, because they'll see you networking and talking to us, they'll be more reluctant probably to listen to some of the stuff you got to say, homie. And we still got youth that watch this that's in their teens, homie, and they want to hear the struggle with this, man, and change their life. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but one thing about it, just to add this in, like you do got some young homies that's like cut from the same type of cloth that we cutting from, but you gotta have patience the same way. It's very few people, bro, that was just started off and they just was all green checks, and that's why I started rocking with your shit so hard because you didn't told all the real. Everybody ain't just got all A pluses, bro. What's your
Right.
name, bro? You had to start and learn how to get everything up to par. You was taught how to get your way all the way up to par. So with that being said, you got some people that's cut from that same cloth. They just ain't got that polishing and need to learn certain little, you feel me? So it is some good young dudes out here,
And
man.
that's the dudes, homie, and that's why by me going through so much in my struggle, homie, I can get on any young homeboy level damn near and relate to him at some form of fashion, homie. I can tell him damn near everything about the turf, homie, the pros and the cons of it, homie. And you can take from it what you want and survive, or you ain't got to take from nothing. I hope you survive and don't crash out, homie. But we done been through so much, and that's why I like different homies coming on because we get to stamp each other's stuff that we put out here and say to these young dudes, homie. You can
Nah,
validate me, I
exactly.
can validate you, and that's what it's good to see different homies come on the platform and do, homie.
No, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, man. Anytime I get to come on here, but we gonna lock that in. We
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
however you want to do it, just let me know. We can set up a date. And I got man, I done been to all that LP Central, Silmore, YA, all that shit. So I got all the little stories and all that other type of shit, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, man. So man, salute to everybody that came on, man,
sure.
and rock with us, man. You want to say something before we close out?
Man, 804 Icer on Instagram, man. Go follow me on Instagram. 804 Icer on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel, man. I got a whole lot of new music coming out. I'm gonna be releasing these videos, man. I got a gang of music y'all ain't checked out. Some of my old shit from jail. I was just listening to that today, not to toot my own horn, but that shit's still hitting. So go
Right,
ahead and check your boy out, man. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Check
Anybody
your
else you
boy
can
out.
shout out that's doing their thing, homie? That's up and
Um, Shout out to homie Bonkins Uno. Shout out Eastside Janky. We got heat. I ain't gonna lie, we got some heat. I just want everybody that's doing this music, cause they be thinking they got all the time in the world, bro. You don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. So you gotta, you feel me? Really pursue your dreams, whatever they is. I ain't just talking about on music, but Eastside Janky, he like that's the future in the hood for us with this music around over there, bro. So bro booming. Bonkins Uno, he got shit with Stupid Young. He got a gang of shit out right now, so check the homie out. Solid A1. You feel me? Yeah, man. All the homies that's doing their music, man. Shout out to everybody that's doing their music.
That's right, loved one. Appreciate you tapping in. And I guess we'll set something up. I guess we'll set something up, man, and be right back at everybody, homie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a pleasure,
Salute
man.
all the time.